DTI fam, what's good, baby? Man, what a solid weekend that I'm coming off. First and foremost, congratulations to the Melendezes. What a beautiful wedding it was. What a great time being around. Like, I can't imagine how they felt, because being around so many people that you love and care about is one of the best feelings in the freaking world. And so I just want to take time to talk about that, because again, I can't even imagine it from their side, knowing that everybody was coming in to celebrate them. But it was a beautiful time. God had some plans of rain on the forecast, but he held off on those critical moments so that way they could experience and have their weekend. And everything from the just getting in early to seeing people, to the beach day that the guys had, to the welcome party, and then to the wedding. It was amazing. But I gotta say, my social battery by the time I got home was depleted. And I am just now catching up on sleep. And I got a little buddy in the back. I continue to prioritize what my body is telling me, and that is sleep, sleep, sleep. I've slept in every single day this week, but I'm still hitting the things that I need to hit, that I want to hit, that I need to focus on. So getting stuff done for DTI, working on projects that we're doing, getting my steps in, getting my runs in. So we're still getting those things. They're just in a different order, because we're back on the road next week. So I'm taking this time to just take a little step back, but still yielding the progress, because I'm focusing on what's important. I got my boy Decky with me today, so he is the special guest on this episode. But I wanted to continue off the train of like being around people that energize you, being around people that make you feel good, that make you happy. Y'all, prioritize that. If there is people in your life that just fucking drain you, and that are just constantly bitching and complaining, that are constantly just wanting you to do things that are against your goals, against your dreams, against your aspirations, I hate to say it, but like, separate yourself from them. There are far too many good people out there with good energy and good motivation and good charisma and good focus that you can be around to keep propelling you in life. Being around that positivity and constant energy of just like people that don't complain, people that have drive, people that have ambition, people that have motivation. Being around those folks, being around those people will take you so much further in life than appeasing to somebody that's been in your life for so long but just doesn't do anything for you. And so like, there's different stages in life, and when you go through different stages of life, that doesn't mean that every single thing or every single person has to come with you in that stage. Now, I'm not saying just like start cutting people out, because again, as we grow, as we develop, we reach different points in our life of like what's important, what's a focus. And not only that, but as things change and develop, like, you're not going to be the same person you once were. You're not going to focus your energy on the same things that you once did. You're not going to be able to put yourself or give yourself as much in certain buckets that you did before, because life changes. And when life changes, you're typically growing, you're developing, you're learning, and you're ironing out what you want your future to look like. And so this whole like thought process around like, I got to keep these people in my life, and I have to always continue to do the things that I used to do to make people like, no, like, take time to focus on yourself. Take time to prioritize yourself. Take time to give yourself what you need in order to keep elevating, in order to keep growing in life. It's the same thing with like social media. Like, when I say eliminate or like remove things or people from your life, like, it's not just the human element of it. There's so many people that follow these shit-ass accounts on social media that just tear them down, that call out their insecurities, or that hinder them for reaching their goals, because it's just not positive shit. Remember, you once were right here, and that fit your circle or your bubble that you were in life. But now you're in a completely different one, because you might have a new job, you might have a new house, you might have a new car, you might have a new significant other. Like, there's so many things that change who we are and where we are in life. And because you're in this bubble right here, right now, doesn't mean that you'll be in that bubble down the road. And so as you're like vetting, like, who are those people that give me that encouragement to go after more, to be more, to do more, to see more? All right, I want those people in my life. Some of the other ones I'm going to push outside my bubble for right now. Same thing with social media. What accounts are you following that don't align with what you want in life? If somebody were to scroll my social media, it's all positive shit. Positive motivational speakers, positive sayings, positive quotes, workout material. It's all the things that I focus on. Because that's the stuff that I want to continue to see, that I want to continue to do, that I want to continue to have surrounding this new bubble that I have. But then not only that, now the things that I'm doing, bike riding, running, working out, eating healthier, not drinking as much, all those are my bubble. But at one point I was drinking a little more. I was eating a little shittier. I was doing it. You see what I'm saying? Is that as you grow, as you develop, as you move on to these next stages of life, some things get pushed out of that bubble and it's okay. But it's on us in order to continue to tailor our environments, continue to tailor the things that we're bringing in to fit that new bubble. And don't give a fuck what nobody else thinks. I had the honor of standing next to my best friend and his fiance, who is now his wife, during their wedding, giving the best man speech. And it was one of the scariest moments that I've had in a while. Just like the stand-up comedy I did. It was one of the scariest moments I've had in a while. I was intimidated. I was scared. I was nervous. I was like, am I going to do good? Am I going to do bad? But I just kept thinking, like, dude, for the comedy set, like, you're not a comedian. You're not supposed to be good at this. Go up there and have fun. Get one laugh. And then for, like, Tone's best man speech, it was like, bro, you've spoken in front of people before. You never given a best man speech. But, like, go out there and speak from the heart. Speak from your view, your vantage point. And I was telling Dylan afterwards that, like, even though these things were so scary and so daunting and I, like, was in my head about them and I was getting nervous, it made me realize that this is a part of my new bubble. This is a part of what's getting me to that next elevation in life. I always try to pin races that I do and, like, bring something or take something away that's way bigger than just crossing that finish line. For the Ironman, the Spartan races, like, I take away more than what most people probably do completing those races. And I told him, I was like, man, bro, I was like, I was nervous for the comedy set. I was nervous for Tone Sing. I was like, but I think this is part of my story. This is part of my journey. Like, I got uncomfortable and I was comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I'm like, maybe one day this speech is actually going to propel me to speak in front of more people. Maybe the speech that I gave at Tone's wedding is preparing me to give a message in front of more people. Because there was people coming up to me, I had tears in my eyes. I was laughing, I was smiling, I was this, I was that. And it just kept making me think, like, oh, that speech was impactful. And it made me feel good because I want to impact people's lives. And I want to make people feel good. And I want to make people have emotions. And I want to make people have all these different things because I care about them, because I love them. And so I think that this, without even realizing it, is setting me up for something amazing in life to come. And that's to speak in front of more people because I liked it. It was fun. It was good. But not only that, like, I got to tell my best friend how I freaking feel about him and let everybody else know in that room how much those two people are fucking loved by us. And it was awesome. And so, like, when you do these things in life, when you're going throughout life, when you're going through the motion, be more present. Be more present and take in and hone in on these different things. Because the impact can be far greater than just completing it, than just doing it. And when you start to be more present, you start to, like, appreciate these small things a little bit more and you start to pull more things out of them, you'll realize it'll just start propelling you into those different bubbles that you want to go into in life. And that's a beautiful thing. So go out there, be uncomfortable, be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and just keep going after your dreams. Tailor your life so that way they fit in, so that way they fit the motive, they fit the narrative that you want for your life. It's not that hard. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. That's how I ended my speech at their wedding. And that's what we have to do. There's too many great things out there in this world that we need to focus on, that we need to do, that we need to be. And so from me to you, I have the desire to inspire to go after your dreams, to live your dreams. And if you know my best friend, if you know his new wife or his wife, I don't know how you say that. I guess it's his new wife, but it's his only wife. Give them a congratulations. Reach out to them. because that weekend was magical. It was stunning. That's all I got. Love y'all. It's on.